everybody, and thank you for joining me on I Am Maggie Love channel, and I am Maggie, and we are back in the saddle again with Maria Szepes in a slow crawl in the magic of everyday life. When you do get a chance, please hit subscribe and like, and I appreciate it if you leave your positive comments. Thank you so much for joining me. This time is magical. So we're going to get back to chapter 11, which is overcoming anxiety. All set? Okie dokie. It is common knowledge that people are usually anxious in relation to superiors. The ability to control ourselves is present in us all, yet the reaction of rage, which is misnamed rather inappropriately as a nervous outburst, usually overtakes us when we believe we can give free rein to ourselves. Whew. So she is saying nervous outbursts are actually suppressed rage. Wow. We express anger over feeling we have been insulted, or our tension or dissatisfaction of people at our beck and call, or family members or subordinates. It has become generally accepted and a rather dishonorable false concept to excuse such behavior, namely the pounding out nervous energy is healthy for our system. So it has become generally accepted and a rather dishonorable false concept to excuse such behavior, namely the pounding out of nervous energy is healthy for our systems. So guys, if you know that you, once again, continue to do all your spiritual work, I would recommend going and checking out Richard Grannon's Fortress System. It helps to get you regulated. It helps you to stop dissociating, getting into your body. There's a million ways to do it, but I found I've been on a long journey, and he's somebody that I found to be very helpful. But you guys, we need to work out. We need to find healthy ways to emit this energy so it doesn't just come out full blast rage at other people. And it's in there. Whereas the more nervous someone is, the more nervous they become. Yes, this is so, yes. Which gradually turns into a habit. That's right. Neurons that wire together. And if you develop a nervous pattern, you develop a stressful pattern, whatever it is, it's going to become a habit. So we are here to break it. And if you do get a chance, there's an artwork by Brian Scott in his new art gallery. And there's one on breaking habits. So get the t-shirt, get the poster. It's very, very helpful. You will feel the power if you can get one of his live pictures that the prints and stuff are made of. But if you can't, coffee mug, t-shirt, whatever, use it. It'll help break that habit. So it becomes a form of satiation. So this is what we talked about before, is like we get entrained into these like negative places, and we wonder, why are we comfortable with being abused, or why are we comfortable in being talked to in a bad way or being treated in a certain way? Because it becomes kind of the home base, and we're here to cancel that out. They carve an axillary channel for their dissatisfied creative energy and give birth to the perversion of power exercised through threat. Yeah, no. We do not want to be threatening, and we do not want to be threatened. Self-control represents a dam against the straining power of passions on certain strong imaginings. Concern over our self-interest, however, prevents an outburst merely temporarily. In order for passions to transform, to dissolve without exploding, the imagination needs another kind of inspiration. So here's another tool. Instead of not just working out and doing spiritual work, here it comes. The tempestuous expression of anxiety is the most hopeless and dangerous form of escape from tension. We should not believe that we can be horrid to anyone without repercussions. Hear that again. We should not believe we can be horrid to anybody without repercussions. God has a way of leveling things out. The universe has a way of leveling things out. What we do comes back to us. The psychic poison we radiate returns to us. Not because a person in the subordinate position, if presented with an opportunity, will retaliate, but as a result of our own increased negative inner atmosphere from which we want to escape in the first place. Okay, that's a big one. Here we go. The psychic poison we radiate returns to us. Okay, so we're not going to be doing that. Not because a person in a subordinate position, if presented with an opportunity, will retaliate, but as a result of our own increased negative inner atmosphere. Right? So it's not outside, it's coming inside, from which we wanted to escape in the first place. And that's why there are teachings too on feeling the feeling and breathing till it runs fully out through the system. Like if you're afraid of something, face it. If you have anxiety, face it. Get in the body, breathe it out, and let it pass. But I know sometimes when people get into these dark places, they need a lifeline. They need somebody to sort of hold the field as they're doing this. Now, I know some people are just not the holder field type of people. They're like, move, get out the way. You know, they're just too, cool for school. But for those of you who can hold the field and keep yourself intact, we can do that. We can hold the field for somebody as they do their work to upgrade. Because I've noticed that at times that when somebody really gets into a dark place, we are, like we said, interconnected. If we have the idea of separation and we are in this isolated state, we are going to need a lifeline. Like in the Bible, it says, when two or more are gathered in my name, your prayers are heard. Well, we need the two or more to become the one, plus, plus, plus. So sometimes when people are in a dark place, that's needed. The ganglion cells register every emotional movement. Whatever action we repeatedly performed over continued practice becomes a strong tendency. So neurons that fire together, wire together. If we also entrench a pattern and we put something and we condition it, that's the word, condition, yeah, then it's going to become a strong tendency. So we want to make sure what we're conditioning into ourselves isn't negative stuff. An anxiety-prone person who gives free vent to their anxieties carries out even unconsciously, an actual nerve-damaging exercise. So once again, anybody who's been through severe trauma, abuse, toxic situations, I am not criticizing you or I'm saying that we can heal together. You can get out of that dark space. You will get out of that dark space. It may take a lot of work. God might just touch you and boom, you're healed. But you got to get in the game. You got to get in the game to get there. And, an anxiety-prone person who gives free vent to their anxiety carries out, even unconsciously, an actual nerve-damaging exercise. So people who have been traumatized, abused, especially to me it's any age, but especially in that early years, it can really cause a trajectory in life that's just difficult to overcome, but will be overcome. So just hang in, stay tuned with this I Am Maggie Love channel, because we are overcomers. We do not stay on the floor. Unless the floor is the place to be, but we do not stay down in hell realms. We do not stay down in the trenches. We get our okolis up and we move it for the best of ourselves and all of mankind. So in practicing the magic of everyday life, we have to abandon the position that there are people on whom we can vent our frustrations to their detriment. So no treating people like crap. We have no such right, not only from a morally idealistic standpoint, but our understanding of power, we understand power, prohibits us from the great peril of doing so. Rage is radioactive poison that infects. An anxiety attack represents the soul's pitiful, disgusting heaving, right? An anxiety attack represents the soul's pitiful, disgusting heaving. It vomits up demonic energies as a result, that escape with their toxic charge and descend upon their projection. So if anybody's done work in deliverance or in energy healing, depending on how you hit this field, but you will find people who have what they might call it psychogenic vomiting or whatever, but they are literally vomiting out toxic energies that have inhabited the body, sometimes demonic things. Yeah, vomiting is a necessary thing in the physical realm, but also in the other realms. So we are here to change that. We are not rage. We do not want to be that poison that infects. We want to be the spirit of light and love and all that is good. All right, I think that was good. Time to take a break. I want to thank you all for joining me. You are miracles and you are the magic of everyday life. I hope you're seeing it more and more within you and surrounding you. Whew, got chicken skin on that one. You are all amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep stepping up to the plate because you are going to see the transformation. All right, when you do get a chance, please hit subscribe and like, and I would love to hear your positive comments. Thank you. Big hugs. And take good self-care. Water, food, nutrition. If you are induced transition, you are in a place where it's kind of dark nighting or, things are a little bit tough, your body's in the funky flu, take care of yourself. You do not have to take care of other people at this point. Take care of you, or of course, unless you're a mom, and especially single moms and single dads or certain situations. But you can rent yourself out and just put yourself first. Let yourself go through this vulnerable time. All right, guys, and you know what's next? Peace in, peace out.